And so, like, now she's got to, the snake has got to deal with two, and maybe she's going to, well, I'm just going to gobble one of you up. And, as she's opening her mouth, Leaf throws a handful of fire starters into her jaws.
That or the water eaters.
The water eaters. Yes, throw a water eater in her mouth. And then she just kind of explodes. Not just like, slash with a little sword. It didn't hit the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, to you.
It felt very rushed. Like Emily Rodda was like, well, this is a little longer than I want. We got to end this fight now. Jasmine with the Deus Ex Machina, up to that point, it's a fantastic book, and some people might not have a problem with it. They might be like, well, I like that it ended abruptly. I didn't. That took points away from me. But I am faithful, so I must hate something.
And like I was saying, like at first you said this was definitely like the weaker of the first three books.
It was the first time that I didn't absolutely love it from start to finish. I loved it from start to 7/8 of the way.
Yeah, and with that one, then we. That's the thing, especially like once they get the jewel and all that stuff, they start leaving. Then they start making their way to the shifting sands.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they get the opal, the book ends. And
yeah, because shoot, they were even just like, let's go. Like, we need to go back to Razir and save them, and just like no, and even Bard is just like, no, we can't.
No, that's not our job right now.
No, which is like, yeah, we could easily do that, but then we would let the Shadow Lord know of what we're doing.
Well, yeah, not only that, but I think he mentions like, these people have been brought up for centuries to this point to believe all this.
It would break them.
Yeah, this ain't on our list of things to do right now. We can't deal with this. Let's get the gems and beat the Shadow Lord.
Then we'll come back.
Yes. So that is the end of book 3.
Yeah, and what would you said what? Give this one a 8.5?
8.5. 8.5. Out of 10. Still great. It's still a fantastic book. I enjoyed it immensely. I love the no red stuff. Love the no red stuff, but it was the ending. It was just boom. And it wasn't in a satisfying way like Fegan's death was.
Yeah.
Because Fegan's death
was
like
just quick and you're
wonderful little like fairy tale loophole. It was just like you got this big giant snake, and like what kind of a guardian gets beaten by just some random chick with a sword? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a giant snake. Come on.
So, let's say so far, what would you give the series? So far. The series so far, if you're reading 1, 2, and 3, still a 10 out of 10 overall so far. Because it's like, yeah, it's not even a bad ending. It's just a very abrupt ending in the third book. Because you knew they were going to beat the snake. Yeah.
It just didn't happen in a very
timely,
satisfying way.
Yeah. So.
But 1 and 2 are still, chef's kiss.
Yes. Chef.
Well,
still a cheese pizza.
Oh yeah, still the best cheese pizza.
So we're going to call this one an end on book 3. This is Theron the Monster Lover.
And Heath the Hateful.
We will see you again in the Shifting Sands. Thank you for listening to this podcast by The Real Coddle Productions. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it. Reach out to us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/TheRealCoddleProductions or at our email at kaijureviewforyou@gmail.com. The Real Coddle Productions hope you've enjoyed this program. Hurry up! We're not even supposed to be on this podcast. The Real Cuddle Productions is... Oh, hello. Mr. C, we don't have time for this! The Real Cuddle Productions deals with streaming and podcasts of that sort of thing. And I... Hurry up, Neil! These are all podcasts we do. Look up Kaiju Review for You, Through the Eyes of an Ensign, Cartoon Nami, and 15 Minutes in Hell. With episodes that get published weekly. Now, let's hurry up before we're found out.
Hey! What are you doing?
Oh no, cheese it! Look us up!